For today's video, we are going to be shooting 30 caliber 165 grain Nosler partitions. Go check out submoashooting.com. They sell little sample packs of bullets. Might be able to save yourself a little money in load development. All rounds fired today will be shot out of a short-barreled 16.5 inch 308. We'll be starting with reduced load, simulating a longer range shot, and then I'll be shooting some higher velocity loads. And that one tumbled through my block, came out up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just tumbled. So we'll go ahead and shoot another one moving a little faster because 1076 is a little on the slow side. I have tested these before and I know down to 1700 feet per second they do fine, so I was trying to get a little lower today. We have another tumblage going down through the bottom of the table, and that one was going 1,119 feet per second. I only have one more loaded up a little hotter. I may not have one hot enough to get it to actually perform today, but like I said, we do know from previous tests these will perform fine down to 1,700 feet per second. Still just tumbling at 1221. I think another day I'll get some more of these and see exactly what that bottom end is, because I know they open up down around 1,700 feet per second. I don't remember what Nosler says they're rated to, but I do know there's a couple different bullets on the market that do perform well all the way down to 1,300 feet per second. I have tested some that do okay down to 1,200 feet per second. I kind of like to see that comparison. That's why we're a little too low on these today. We'll go ahead and flip the blocks around and shoot a higher velocity. One of them. I think that's the one that was going 1119. And as you can see, a bullet that tumbles does do extensive damage, but I like to know my bullets actually have controlled expansion and perform. And not sure exactly what happened there, because that bullet's facing the wrong direction, so it had to have tumbled in there somewhere. If it didn't come out and bounce off the jug back in or anything, it penetrated and stopped there facing the wrong direction. Let me go grab my tape measure and we'll go over this a little bit more. That one was going 2,561 feet per second. And you can definitely get these moving faster out of the average 308. Like I said, the one I'm shooting it out of only has a 16.5-inch barrel. You have that bullet starting to open up at approximately the 1 1/8" mark, then you get that really good explosive permanent wound cavity from the 1.5" to almost the 11-inch mark, with the largest portion of that between 3 and 8 inches, carrying decent permanent wound cavity out just past the 17-inch mark. And then just based off of the lead fragments and stuff I see in there, I think somewhere near there is where that bullet made a little tumble and kept going. And you are at 28 5/8 of overall penetration. And that large portion of the permanent wound cavity tore nearly all sides of my block, so you have over 5 inches in that large portion. And we have that upper core separating. There's that lower portion that's partitioned off. Overall, decent performance. We can go ahead, because these definitely did tumble consistently, so let's go over what we're seeing there. You have straight line penetration of approximately 4.5 inches on 2 of them, and you're at 4 3/8, it looks like, on that other one. Tumbling with that larger portion of that permanent wound cavity tumbling from the 6-inch mark to the 11-inch mark on one. 6-inch mark to 10 3/4 on another, and roughly that 6-inch mark to, actually that's about 6 1/4 mark to 13.5 inch. So although at lower velocity, 3 in a row, very consistent tumbling, yeah, that would drop game, but I personally don't believe that using a bullet's tumbling factor to drop game instead of using its controlled expansion is just, I believe it to be unwise, and I won't use it. But as you can see, that would definitely drop game and do some extensive damage. Overall, these aren't bad performing bullets. Like I said, I have tested them out of other cartridges at different velocities and down to 1700 feet per second, they always mushroomed. I'm confident you could drop them a little lower than that, but they are a Spitzer style bullet that's kind of like a flat base. They're not high co-efficiency. Shouldn't really be using them for longer range anyways, because you'll get too much wind drift and everything else. So using these within a few hundred yards where your impact velocities are going to be at that probably 1800 to 2000 feet per second mark or higher, up to, I'm pretty sure you can't move these too fast to not perform. Overall, they're really good performing bullets. Hope you guys enjoy the video.